Each and every Monday, typically, unless it's been a long weekend, our first show of every week, we get the week started off on the right foot. Thanks to our friends at Kuby Energy, this show is proud to present Positive Reflections. We got this email from Jordan who said, good morning, Ryan. Sent it in to talk at ryanjesperson.com. Clearly labeled it for Positive Reflections. Jordan, thanks for that. Says, my daughter, like so many this week, had her first day of kindergarten, and it was her first time riding the bus just this past Thursday. She shares a stop with a grade 1 girl who immediately took her hand when the bus pulled up and led her on board for those first big steps. Jordan says, I stood there a blubbering mess because the kindness that these kiddos exude is enough to make the most cynical of hearts burst. And yes, because I'm that mom, says Jordan, I followed the bus to school and I saw them disembark still holding hands. Jordan says a successful first day and the start of a wonderful friendship. She signs off an emotional and grateful mama. That's absolutely beautiful. Now, just a short while ago, our wonderful friend Julie Rohr, a member of our Real Talk editorial board, joined us. It was last Tuesday. She was on the show, and it's been a tough week for Julie, her family, and her friends. That includes Hannah Hamilton. And Hannah on Twitter threw this out there just the other day, said, you want to help me love on Julie Rohr during these last moments with her? And you want to delight her to no end? If you know Julie, she loves Schitt's Creek. I'm hoping we can get her a personal video from the cast. How amazing to see Emmy award-winning producer, actor, writer, and all-around remarkable Canadian Dan Levy release this.
Julie, Dan Levy here. On behalf of the cast and crew of Schitt's Creek, we are so glad that you loved our show. We're so glad that it has brought you joy, and we are all, each and every one of us, sending you so much love right now.
Amazing stuff from Dan Levy. Julie, we love you, and we're thinking of you. Our entire team is. We got this email from Tanya, who wrote in to say, Ryan, with Julie Rohr's transition into hospice care this week, and with the outpouring of love she is most deservingly receiving, Tanya says, I had an idea about how the show, Real Talk, might continue down this path that she has lit for us. Maybe a full week, or maybe even an entire show about regular people doing ordinary or even extraordinary acts of love and grace and kindness and charity. Tanya says, like Positive Reflections on steroids. Tanya says the pandemic has sucked, and yeah, there's elections and there's political battling, and we need a damn break, says Tanya. A pause to remember that loving each other matters, and it matters a lot. That how we express that love matters too. Things feel dark, and Julie's been a light of hope and inspiration to our better angels. Tanya says, you know, the deal. You know how this kind of thing works, and maybe how easy or hard it is to find content to the show. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just reflecting on what Julie has started, and I'm hoping we can find a way to keep that torch going. That from Tanya. Well, here's what I have to say. You have no doubt, if you saw that interview with Julie, or if you follow her on social media, been impacted by her perspective, her courage, her grace, her integrity, her love for her fellow human beings. We'd love to hear your positive reflections inspired by Julie Rohr, and I ask you to send them to us. Sure, you can tweet at us or post them on Instagram using our hashtag RealTalkRJ, but the best thing to do is to send us an email, talk@ryanjesperson.com. You can find the link to talk to us on our homepage on our website. Label it Positive Reflections. How has Julie specifically impacted your life? We'll read some of these emails through this week, and I'm expecting a whole lot more coming up early next week with another edition of Positive Reflections presented by Kuby Energy. On tomorrow's show, we're going to continue our federal election coverage. Longtime strategist Tim Powers will join us, and Scott Gilmore, Maclean's editor-at-large, will make a return to Real Talk to describe championing the evacuation of Afghani citizens out of Afghanistan. He's personally welcomed several to Canada. We'll hear his story firsthand. In the meantime, stay safe out there, friends, especially those of you that'll be counter-demonstrating outside hospitals across the country. And thanks for making time to talk with us today. We'll see you soon.